Follow along with me as I teach you how to make these ridiculously cute reverse tie-dye t-shirts. Start off with any color t-shirt you want. In this video here, I'm showing you what I did, and I will make recommendations for what you should do. In this particular shirt, I folded the full shirt in half and started to create my design using chalk, and I used rubber bands to tie it in place. Because bleach is pretty corrosive, I would suggest in the future maybe using zip ties. I think those would be stronger and hold up better. But as you can see, I'm using the front and the back of the t-shirt and then folding it in half and then creating the half heart design and then scrunching it up and then tying it. Unfortunately, with this method, it did not bleach through all the way to the back. So I actually did a couple of versions of this. In one version, I just took the front of the shirt and folded the front of the shirt in half and then did the heart design. And on the back of the shirt, I did a really large heart design across the full back. That came out really cute, and that's the one I decided to ended up using for Ray's shirt. So like I said, suggest using zip ties in the future. So once you get your design in place, then you're just going to space out the rubber bands so that you can have, that tie-dye effect. I tied it off about 2 inches apart and repeated that all the way throughout the entire shirt. As you can see here, I did quite a few shirts. These are a bunch of different trials and just to see what would work and what wouldn't work. I used equal parts bleach and water in a spray bottle and just sprayed it. In the future, I would recommend pre-wetting the t-shirts and maybe washing them first. These were brand new t-shirts and they were dry when I applied the bleach, so I would highly suggest wetting the t-shirts first and then folding them and then applying the bleach. Because the rubber bands were corroding, I only was able to let the bleach sit on the clothes for 6 hours. I would have liked to at least do 8 hours. This is one of the designs that I chose to use for Rhea's t-shirt. This was a size small, adult small t-shirt, and I have one of her t-shirt dresses that I wanted to copy. And so I just laid it on top inside out, flattened it out as much as I possibly could. That t-shirt dress that she has pockets, and I'm not at all skilled enough to try to make pockets. So I opted to leave the pockets out. And as you can see, this one had a really large, really beautiful heart design on the back that came out really nicely. So I used that for the back of the shirt. So that ended up being the back of her little dress. But you really want to get this as flat as you possibly can because you're basically going to be making a stencil out of the existing shirt. Get it nice and flat. I chose to keep the same collar, but making new sleeves instead. The t-shirt, I ended up doing heart designs on the t-shirt as well, on the sleeves, so I wanted to keep those sleeves. So I folded those pockets over, and then just with a Sharpie, I went ahead and just made, dotted my cut lines so I'd know where to cut. And I went up and down either side. And then I just started sewing. So first off, I started sewing the sleeves, and then I sewed from the armpit down to the hemline at the bottom of the dress. And it's pretty straightforward stitching. I didn't do anything fancy. It's just a straight line. I'm not at all skilled at sewing. I'm really not great at sewing at all. I went ahead and turned the sleeve right way out, and then stuck it inside the t-shirt and tried as best as I could to line those up. Then I just added a really basic hem along the bottom, about a 1/2 inch across the bottom. I didn't pin it. I didn't feel the need to. It came out fine. I just used the width of the little foot on the sewing machine as the measurement guide, and that's all I did for that hemline. because this dress came out so cute on my first try. Like I said, I'm not a sewer. I not at all good at this. But because it came out so good, I decided to go ahead and make a 4T t-shirt for Renzo. So I ended up taking one of the large t-shirts that I had, keeping the same neckline, and just making new sleeves. I took a 4T t-shirt, laid it on top of the adult large, and just cut out a pattern and sewed it, and it came out pretty good looking, I have to say. So for the t-shirts that we decided to go with a couple of words. Using my Cricut, I printed out the words hug me and the words kiss me, and went ahead and ironed those onto the t-shirts right in the front. If you like this video, please do us a favor and like it and share it, subscribe to our channel, follow us along. We'd appreciate the support, and like always, let's raise amazing children together.